Good Friday morning, everyone. Finally getting to this week's edition of 5 Games, 5 Questions here on Southern Sports Focus. Question number 1, let's get right to it. What will the Florida offense look like with Billy Napier gone? Now, this is a big one because not only will the Florida Gators have a new head coach, albeit interim, in Billy Gonzalez, but also new play caller and quarterback coach Ryan O'Hara. The offense has been a big issue for the Gators, ranking 12th or worse in the league in scoring offense, total offense, third down conversions, and turnovers. They've also had a number of scoring plays wiped out due to penalties, so a lot wrong with that offense. The Gators, they still have some talent. DJ Lagway has struggled, but still a very talented prospect. And perhaps a change, that might just be the thing to do him good. If Ryan O'Hara can find a way to run with Jaden Baugh and have a game plan that allows Lagway to find some space in the passing game, the Gators might have a good shot versus a Georgia defense that's been good, but rarely dominant. The Gators will need to be aggressive and show some creativity, something that was really lacking in the Napier play calling. Second question, is Vandy ready for the playoff spotlight? This Saturday, we begin November. It's the month the playoff rankings come out, and Vanderbilt is 7-1. And from this week forward, if they keep winning, the next week is the biggest week in Commodore football history, because if they keep winning, they're going to be in that 12-team playoff. This Saturday, it is a trip to Austin versus a Texas team that keeps struggling, but they aren't out of the playoff race themselves with a 3-1 league record and 6-2 overall standing. The Doors want to keep pace, and the Longhorns are looking to survive. Texas has had moments like this. They've been in the playoff 2 years in a row. The Commodores, however, this is kind of rarefied air for them. Is Vandy ready for this moment? Oh, and one word of advice for the Doors. Whatever you do, no matter what, under no circumstances whatsoever, do you punt to Ryan Niblett. Question number 3, is it another week, another game with huge playoff implications in the American? Now, we've had this question a couple of times or something similar with teams like Memphis, South Florida, Tulane. This league has several teams that have not yet been eliminated from the conference title picture or possibly the playoff. This week, we've got undefeated Navy facing a team with one loss, the North Texas Mean Green. Eric Morris's team leads their league in total offense and scoring offense, while the midshipmen lead the nation in rushing, and they put up over 37 points per game themselves. A Navy win keeps them as the only undefeated team in the American and eliminates North Texas from the playoff race and probably for the league title. A Mean Green win, however, will further muddle a very crowded conference playoff picture. Next question, will success travel in the Hurricanes' first trip outside the Sunshine State? Yes, you heard me correctly. Tomorrow, November 1st, Miami goes to SMU in their first game of the season outside the state of Florida. They've only had one road game so far, and that was in Tallahassee versus Florida State. Mario Cristobal's team leads the ACC in total defense and points per game allowed, and they face an SMU team that's been okay offensively, but at home, they are putting up nearly 38 points per game and almost 400 yards. So if that offense strikes early, the pressure and the crowd will be up. The Canes are in the thick of the playoff hunt, and a loss here might not eliminate them, but it will make it very hard to keep track with other teams like Georgia Tech, who is undefeated, Virginia, who is unbeaten in league play, and with Duke, Pitt, Louisville, and SMU, who along with Miami have one conference loss. A second conference loss for the Canes might make it very difficult to reach the playoff. Our next question, was last week an aberration, or is the vaunted Sooner defense a bit overrated? Last week versus Ole Miss, the Sooners gave us season highs in points, total yards, and passing yards. And it all came to the best offense they faced so far this season. Ole Miss is 9th in the nation total offense and 19th in points per game. No other opponent they have faced currently ranks in the top 50 in either category. Now, to be fair, the offense didn't help them a ton as the Rebs won the time of possession battle by nearly 11 minutes. But fact remains, the Sooners faced a prolific offense arguably for the first time this year, and they had their worst defensive effort. And this week, they face an even tougher test. The Tennessee Volunteers, second nationally in scoring and third in total offense. Plus, this week's game is in Knoxville, where Josh Heupel's team this season has scored less than 40 just once. So those are my 5 games, 5 questions for the week. What will the Florida offense look like with Billy Napier gone? Is Vandy ready for the playoff spotlight? Is another week another game with huge playoff implications in the American with the matchup between North Texas and Navy? Will success travel in the Hurricanes' first trip outside the Sunshine State? And was last week an aberration, or is the vaunted Sooner defense a bit overrated? What do you think about those questions? What are the answers? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. And thank you for watching.